Hey everyone, thanks for joining us and Play Games. My name is Lance, and today I'll look at the second expansion of Disney Villainous, Evil Comes Prepared. This is also a standalone that can be played with 2 to 3 players and takes roughly 40 to 60 minutes to play. In this video, I'm going to take a deeper dive into this expansion, showing you each one of the new villains that's included, how they play, and how they can win. As always, if you find these videos helpful, if you like what I do, please consider that like button and subscribe to my channel, as it really does make a big difference. It helps me to continue to grow and produce these videos. If you want to stay updated on all my videos, also considering that bell so you get notifications anytime I release new content. So let's head to the table and I'll teach you guys how to play. The second expansion to Disney Villainous is Evil Comes Prepared, and this is going to introduce 3 brand new villains for the players to play. Yasmin from The Emperor's New Groove, Scar from Lion King, and Ratigan from The Great Mouse Detective. And each villain is going to have a miniature, the player board, and reference guide, along with the villain's 30-card deck and 15-card fate deck. You're also going to receive 3 reference cards, 40 power tokens, and a fate token. From here, let me show you how each one of the new villains works. Ratigan is also going to have a unique ability. With his card, he is actually going to have a tile that's placed next to his area. At the beginning of the game, this is going to start with the Superior Minds. And with this one, his goal is to get the Robot Queen to Buckingham Palace. In order to do this, she is going to have to come out onto the board, which she has a very high power cost at 15, and she'll be deployed in the secret layer, and then he'll have to slowly work her way over to the Buckingham Palace. Now there's a number of cards that Ratigan can play to help him reduce the costs of this, including the Gears item, and Fidget will also come in and help him, as he is going to have Flavisham come out. And then if you can get Flavisham over to the secret layer, he will also reduce the cost of the Queen. And then in order to get the Queen out, you can also use cards such as Fidget's List that will help you find an item or reveal the next item in your deck, slowly working your way hopefully to the Queen if you haven't gotten her ready. Now the other players are not going to sit idly by and let this happen, as they have a number of different cards in the Fate deck that are going to help them out. First off, the Mouse Queen, when she comes out, Ratigan cannot win with the Robot Queen at Buckingham Palace while she is out there, and Basil is also going to cause all kinds of problems with him discarding items at locations, including the Robot Queen. Now, if that happens and the Robot Queen is eliminated, then Ratigan's card is flipped over and his new objective is to defeat Basil. Once this is flipped over, it cannot be flipped back over, so at that point he has to defeat Basil. And he has one trick up his sleeve. He does have the Marvelous Trap, which can go off. It will take a full turn to activate, but any hero at its location, when it activates, will kill that hero immediately. And again, with Ratigan's first side, he has to have the Robot Queen in Buckingham Palace at the beginning of his turn. So if he moves her to Buckingham Palace during his turn, he'll have to wait till his next turn. And if those conditions are true, then he has won. Otherwise, on the other side, as soon as he defeats Basil, he will win the game. Scar's objective is to start his turn with at least 15 strength in his succession pile, which Scar has a special spot for his succession pile, and heroes are going to be added in there. Now, the one condition for this is that Mufasa has to be the first hero added. Up until that point, any hero that is defeated is going to be placed in the Fate discard pile as usual. Once Mufasa has been defeated, he will go into the succession pile, and from that point on, any hero that is defeated will also be added to that pile. And then at the beginning of Scar's turn, if he has 15 points in strength for the succession, then he has won. Now, there's going to be a number of different ways that he can do this. Playing the Long Live the King will allow him to reveal the top 4 cards from his Fate deck and play one of the heroes, discarding the rest. Now, once heroes start getting discarded or later in the game, he can also play Whisper, which will allow him to choose a card from his Fate discard pile and play it. So in this way, heroes that have been eliminated, or if a player has chosen to discard Mufasa, Scar has ways of getting him back in. Once the heroes are in, or Mufasa's in, Scar is going to use his trusty hyenas to take him down, such as Ed, Shanzi, and Banzai. And he will also be able to give them boosts in that with Hungry Hyenas. And he can also move them around by choosing a location with Feeding Frenzy and moving any number of hyenas in the realm to that location. Now, the heroes are not going to stand idly by with that, and the Fate deck is going to include a number of different heroes from the movie, such as Simba, which is going to reduce the strength of the hyenas to 2 while he is out. Timon is going to add some nice effects, and other characters such as Zazu and Pumbaa are out there as well, causing all kinds of mayhem. And the last new villain is Yasmin, and she is going to also have a unique thing with her fate deck. It is not going to be placed on the side of her board. Instead, it'll be shuffled up and evenly distributed above each one of the locations as evenly as possible. And then her goal is to find Cusco and have Kronk defeat him. And there's going to be a number of different ways that she's going to be able to do this. First off, using Eavesdrop is going to allow her to look through one of the decks to see what cards are in there. She can also choose to play after them, which will allow her to play all of the revealed heroes from one location. And anytime a hero is played from one of the fate decks, it is always played to the location below that fate deck. She can also choose to play Smash It with a Hammer, in which case you're going to choose one of your fate decks, reveal 2 random cards, and discard them. Now, the important thing with this is Kronk is going to have an effect. He is both an ally and a hero in ways. As you move him around, you're going to add a power token. And if his card ever has 3 or more power tokens on it, he will become a hero instead and move up to the hero spots on the fates. Now, there are cards that will help you with this, such as Path of the Rocks. This one will allow you to discard all the power on Kronk or gain that much power for yourself. You can also play Right Hand Man, which is going to let you find Kronk and discard all power on him. Put him and any other items attached to him into your hands. Now, as the heroes, of course, you're going to have a number of fate cards that are going to cause all kinds of problems. Tipo is going to come out, and you cannot defeat other heroes while he is out. You're also going to have Beware of the Groove, which is going to allow you to choose a hero from Yasmin's fate discard pile and shuffle that hero and up to 2 others from Yasmin's fate decks together, and then you're going to deal those cards out evenly as possible. So that's going to cause all kinds of problems, and Wrong Lever is also going to lose her power. It's going to take half of her power away. So there's a number of different effects that the players are going to be able to use to help stop her from achieving her goal. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave those in the comments section below and I'll do my best to answer them. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos and leave me feedback on them. I do appreciate it and take into account everything you say to make the best possible videos. And if you found this video helpful, if you like what I do, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel, as it really does make a big difference. It helps me to continue to grow and produce these videos. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.